Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you this afternoon?
Doing good.
Good. The girls doing okay?
Yeah, they're doing good.
Good. They have fun at school today?
They did. It was cold outside, but
Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, it was.
at least the weekend will be prettier. How about you? I heard you started a new job.
I did. Was it's coming along. I'm learning some stuff. It's long, and the day was long because not used to being, you know, not used to having to be on my feet and out and about like that. So, got tired, but I'll live through it.
So, what is it exactly that you do?
Well, I'm learning about some new sewing machines and helping people when they come up to buy parts for their machine, like thread or different attachments that go to the machines. Then, if they want to look at the machines to maybe purchase one, one of the nice embroidery
Mm-hmm.
machines, then I try to explain something to them, but I don't know much about it yet, so I have to call for help. But I'm learning. It's a fun process. So
Are they training you right now?
yeah, being trained. I put up supplies today. We checked in supplies that we got, so I had to put the price tag on the price sticker on the back of them and put them away. And then I rang up some customers, learning a computerized um, cash register. So it tells you what to do, and you got to remember F2 or F5 or different things like that. It's
Is that a new experience for
That's
you?
a real new experience. My last cash register I worked wasn't like that. So that's a real new experience. But you have to put in you have to put in your you have a or a number code to put in for you, so that because you get credit for things you ring up.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that code. Then you have a password, a 4 letter or number or whatever password that you put in before you ever start the the transaction. And then, because the customers get points if they have a rewards card, they get points. So then you got to either, if they've got their card handy, you can swipe their card, or you have to go down and politely get their phone numbers. And that way you know what their name is, when it comes
Right.
up, instead of saying, give me your name and all this stuff. You just say, oh, can I have your phone number, because you should remember some of them. So that's
Well, that's good. Those points are important, especially when you're making large investments.
oh yeah, one lady had like $85 in points today, or $83 in points today, and the
Wow.
stuff she wanted come up to like $85, I think, or something like that.
Wow.
So she owed $2, no, $1.98 or something like that. So,
That's nice.
but I mean, yeah, those points help when you got. She just bought a new machine, one of the expensive machines, so you get a lot of points and extra things when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of the cash points to buy new stuff, which is a big help, because some of it you really can't afford right away anyway if you don't
Yeah.
have those points. So,
Mm.
so
It's nice to have those credits for sure.
yeah.
Well, I have a couple of questions for you if you don't mind me asking.
Oh,
Um, I was going to ask you about who services your water, like your utility and your sewer and that sort of thing. Do you have a provider or utility company that you use?
well, no, where we're at here, we have our own well and septic tank.
Okay, and how long have you had that?
Uh, 46 years.
Wow. So, I guess at this point, would you say that you would probably not benefit from a system from the utility company that would tell you whether or not a system that would be provided by your utility company that would serve as an alert or a notification system if you went over your determined usage. I guess since you do not have um, city water, you probably wouldn't benefit from that. Is that right?
Right, we wouldn't benefit from any of that because we have our well is like some 200 feet deep.
Oh wow.
And so we have basically, as long as we've got electricity, we've got, and the pump runs, we've got water, you know. So
That would make sense.
I can see where if somebody had a utility company where something like that would benefit them. I'm sure that if I was in a subdivision or in an area that it had something like that, that it would benefit me.
Right.
Be it particularly since I've been used to just running the water.
Yeah, but you're kind of in your stage of life right now, and where you're living, it's probably not a need that you have.
No.
Okay. So how long has it been since you were on city water and you were paying a regular water bill?
Probably about 46 or 47 years.
Wow. Okay. And at that time, were you paying just with your water company? Were you paying water and sewer at that time? Do you happen to remember? That's been a long time, I know.
Um, I think that we were. I think our water and sewer was separate from our electricity. So yes, I think we did have a separate water company. That's been a long time. That's kind of really taxing my memory back that far back.
Okay. Yeah, that has been a long, long time. I could see where that might not be right in the front of your memory.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Um, what about your friends and family? Do you think? I guess everyone who lives near you, are they all on a septic and well system also?
Everyone that's yes, in our area right here, everybody has their own septic and well, yes.
Do y'all prefer it that way?
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's nice that and I mean we've always had good waters, you know, through our well and everything like that. So I think it's a nice addition or
Yeah, that would be nice. I would
convenience, I
think
guess.
since you don't really have to worry about too much with it. There's no regular maintenance.
No, we're fortunate out here because we live up on a sand hill. So with our septic tank, it has good drainage, and the septic water and all distributes out through the backyard through the system out
Oh,
there
okay.
and goes into the yard. But because of it being on a sand hill, it just soaks it up, and so we don't have any. I mean, we've never really even needed to have our septic tank pumped, which a lot of people in some areas have to have it done every, say, 10 or 12 years maybe.
Wow.
And now we had them out here one time, but before they got here, um, Papa had already figured out what the problem was. And so when the guy got here to pump it, he looked at it, he said it really doesn't need pumping. And we had been in the house we'd probably had it 10 or 15 years. And he said it really doesn't need pumping. But since it was a holiday weekend and we had to call him, you know,
Might as well do it.
went ahead and had him do it. So
That's almost unheard of, isn't it? In that a 46, 47 year period of time.
it really is. But now, you know, Aunt Peggy next door, she's not had hers done. And I don't think Mama has ever had hers pumped either.
Wow.
So, and we've all been out here 46 to 47 years in our little family thing right here.
Wow.
So being on a good sand hill makes a difference.
I would say so. I would say so. Well, it sounds like they'll probably all be in the same situation since they don't utilize, well, the company for here would be Clay Utility
Right.
for water and sewage. So they would probably all be in your same situation where that's not necessarily a need that they have.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, thanks so much for talking to me.
Well, no problem at all.
answering all my questions. I appreciate
I
it.
don't know if I was a lot of help. But
You
I
were a
mean,
lot of help. You were a lot of help.
It gives you an idea of what rural life, I guess you could say, is a
It
little
sure
bit
does.
too.
Well, just trying to determine the needs and the unmet needs of a system like that. So that was a really good perspective, and now I know. I guess that it's definitely not a need that that someone in a rural area with a well and a septic tank would need.
No, we just need to keep electricity, because if the power goes out, then we don't have water, which means you don't have bathroom facilities either until you have water. So,
All right. Well, thank you.
you're welcome.